Excuse the state of me. I had a really bad night with Mackay. Excuse the state of me. I had a really bad night with Mackay. He's pretty much been crying all night. Um, Nothing wrong with him. He's not poorly, I don't think. Maybe a bit of teething, but yeah, he just had me in a chokehold for hours on end. I'm talking like 5 or plus hours. So this is why I look like this. It's one of those moments, like those really tough mothering moments where I'm almost like, oh, I made this bed. This 3 children malarkey is really tough. And I think he's one of the toughest babies out of all 3 of them. He's so demanding, he takes up all my time, he's very clingy, he just wants mummy. He's on me constantly, so I'm feeling touched out all the time. And I was like pretty much in tears this morning because even after the hard night and we got up in the morning, he's just all over me, he's pulling my hair and he just wants to be on top of me, and I'm just feeling claustrophobic. So even though daddy worked all night, he's got him at the moment, so I can just have a breather. But mum life, the breather is trying to sort out this house a little bit. I've tried to go little small tidying up as I go, but that just that just makes the place a little bit messy everywhere rather than being tidy. I don't know what I'm saying. I am sleep deprived and losing the will, so I need to do stuff in the house today. I don't know what, because everything needs doing, so I'm just going to potter around, and yeah, you're gonna come with me, so let's potter around. Oh my gosh. As if I put set up the washing machine last night and I didn't even turn it on. So I was expecting to take these out right now, or at least put it on a dry, and it's not even on. It hasn't even washed. I'm sure I put this on though. What's going on? I couldn't have put it on, but there we go. Um, I'm digressing because I don't really know what to do. Let's go. Hi loves, welcome back to another video. This video is long overdue. I have been missing in action, and I might touch on it a bit later, I might not, but I'm trying to do better and be back and keep myself busy. So I've got plenty to be getting on with anyway. So there should be enough content for me to be able to film stuff because my house stays a mess. You know what? I've always wanted to film a full house clean video. Now, I think that's just a bit too ambitious for me with a young family. Like, unless it's filmed over a few days, it just doesn't happen. Um, I do quite well in this video, don't get me wrong. I do a lot here, but it's still not a full house clean. And you'll see that my energy starts to taper off during the video. So I start strong and it just dips after the living room. I don't go as thorough. And I don't actually get to film the kitchen nor the bathroom just because I don't know about you guys, but those rooms take the longest, really. My bathroom takes probably about 45 minutes to do, and I live in the kitchen. Every time I'm in the kitchen, I'm wiping those surfaces with antibacterial spray, and I'm washing pots and putting pots in the dishwasher and all that good stuff. So I think you've seen enough of that. I wanted to kind of stay away from those areas because I've covered them a lot, and just do the sort of main living spaces, i.e., the bedrooms, the dining room, and the living room. Just as I was mentioning the kitchen, I just thought of the random fact that I heard the other day, because I thought it was just me and my OCD, and the fact that um, my kitchen is white, so it shows up all the dirt, all the mess, all the time. Um, so I'm constantly wiping down the sides. But I heard the other day that your kitchen sides slash surfaces harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat. Now, I've heard of the sink stats being similar to that, but I've never heard the kitchen sides. But it was on some sort of documentary that I was watching on YouTube, and uh, I was disgusted, but two, I was thankful that I'm so thorough with my kitchen sides. So, just food for thought, guys. Get those surfaces wiped with an antibacterial cleaner, and you'll be fine. Don't take any risks. Anyway, how are we all doing? I hope we're all well and blessed and highly favored and all that good stuff. I hope you are looking forward to the year ahead. We're still fresh into 2026, so the motivation should be high. I hope it's high anyway. You know, I never really got around to revising my goals. I think I mentioned quite a few videos ago, probably before um, all the turmoil started happening with my various members of my family in the autumn, about setting goals and then reviewing them, not necessarily for the new year, but doing that continuously throughout the year, like every quarter. And my goals were due to be revised and reviewed and all that good stuff. But I haven't done it for, again, reasons that, not excuses, reasons that can't be helped. Just trying to stay afloat mentally. Um, but I am pleased to say that I am back to work now. I'm back to work 3 days a week. Um, I received a very warm welcome back into the team, and it's been a nice, smooth, steady introduction or reintroduction to working life, I guess. I'm not forced to go into the office, so I've been working from home, which has been lovely, and it's been helping me to be able to do the school and nursery runs. But yeah, I'm quite happy to be back and have some sort of normality in my life. So hopefully that will help me to get my mind right in terms of thinking about my goals and what I'm looking forward to this year. One being get on top of this house. Um, so I've gotten rid of a lot of clutter so far, both sold and trashed. So that's good. I'm also looking forward to really putting the effort and time into growing my channel and creating some real, like, lovely content. I mean, I love creating cleaning videos. I do, because especially it gives me motivation to actually get up and sort my house out. And I hope it gives others motivation too. But before I got into this sort of routine of doing the cleaning videos, my content had a lot more variety. And I kind of want to experiment with that a bit this year, or continue how I started and experiment a bit with different styles, different content styles, and all that. You know, bring it back to basics.
That's not how this world works. You can't just do what you want. It won't work. You have to do things. life living in a box, and it won't be my fault. Don't blame me when you can't draw a cat and you're living your life like a hobo. Down the stairs.
Ready for tomorrow? I thought I would share that little snippet with you. That was Jeremiah, my son, telling Eden off, my daughter, because she didn't want to do eights correctly the way he was telling her to draw the eight or write the number eight, and telling her, it's don't blame me if you're living like a hobo because you can't um do eights, and you can't spend your life living in a box or something or another. I just thought it was quite funny. I only caught the tail end, but I wanted to just stick that in there just because it was cute. Ah! Oh, yay! So back to things I'm looking forward to this year. Another thing being taking better care of my health. Now, guys, I know you can see the tummy in this skirt. I don't wear this skirt out, so do not worry. I do not wear this on the road. However, I have put on half a stone, and this is after Christmas. So I panicked when I stepped on the scales the other day, and I was like, no, no, all this, hard work I've been putting in terms of keeping my body moving, keeping active, throughout 2025, that can't all go to pot now. I'm not having that. So I convinced Ebbs to join me in a sort of like juicing fast thing. Oh, maybe I should have recorded it because the first day, well, sorry, yeah, it was supposed to be a 3 day that got scrapped. So basically, um, the first morning was fine. I felt rearing to go, I felt energized. And then as the day went on, I could have eaten my own arm. I was ravenous, so hungry. I think it was just a shock to my system. And the thing about juicing, because when you juice, you take out all the pulp. The pulp is where the fiber comes from, and the fiber is what keeps you full, gives you energy, and all the other things. But that was all taken away. So it just hit me like a ton of bricks. So the following day, we decided to mix the two. So we would have juices and would also have a few smoothies, blended veg/fruit juices. And that worked much better. And then on the Friday, I was going down to Birmingham to see my brother, and so that got sacked off. So we only ended up doing 2 days. I know you guys don't like slurping. I feel like I can't help it. Oh, wait, I can. Not me surrounded by rubbish, waiting for the floor to dry. I feel like I'm on borrowed time because any minute Makai is going to want me. And I feel like I've not even made a dent. I know I have, but because there's just so much that wants doing, and it's like I don't know. Anyway, I'm overthinking it. Trying not to put too much pressure on myself. I got under the sofa, clean that properly. I do want to hoover this rug. Technically, I want to throw this rug out, but I can't afford one right now. And I can actually, but I haven't found one that I like to replace it with. Same as the couch. I want to get rid of that because it's peeling everywhere.
because one time my mum came and helped me clean up, and she was a bit abrasive with whatever she was cleaning the sofa with, and the leather just started peeling, and it's just been getting worse ever since. So anyway, it's old. I don't really like it anymore. It doesn't really match. I want a grey. I've been trying to find a grey one like this love seat, but I can't seem to find it. Um, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm polishing a turd, to be honest. But anyway, I'm making good progress, but I just hate having to stop mid job and not going back to it because, you know, my baby needs me. So even though I'm enjoying this well deserved coffee break, I feel like I'm wasting time. Anyway.
As I'm watching this footage of me hoovering this rug, I'm getting annoyed all over again. So I just put some text on the screen about, you know, me having to throw this rug away. So I was talking about wanting to replace this rug. I've had it for a while, don't really like it anymore. Never really liked it to begin with, but it just served the purpose and was the right colour and whatnot. And God must have heard me talking and wanted to answer my prayers in a weird way, because that very evening, for whatever reason, this little pup, Willow, under the coffee table decided that she wanted to sit next to me on like by my feet, and she was sitting weird and almost like trying to lie down very strangely, and I was like, what are you doing? And then she felt quite warm on my foot, and I thought it was just her, her body warming up my feet. No, she decided to take a tinkle right there, right by my foot. I was livid, absolutely livid and shocked, because she's never done that. Not only are you doing this tinkle in front of my face, she's had accidents before, you know, ages ago, well before Mackay was around. But we nipped that in the bud. So, but she's had accidents before, but she'd always sneak off and do it somewhere, or maybe do it in the middle of the night. She's never done it in my face and right next to me, and on my rug, no less. Like on the rug, at least on the laminate or the tile, so I could clean it up. She did it on my rug. So I immediately thought, well, I'm not even trying to attempt to clean this. My little boy is crawling now, and I just don't want that. So I ended up rolling it up, and it's currently in my dining room, ready to be taken to the dump. So you you guys might think that's wasteful and whatnot, but I don't think anyone wants a rug that has dog tinkles on it, and I don't like the rug anyway, so I'm not that bothered about it being cleaned. And again, it's old. It was a cheap rug anyway. Not really bothered about it. So there we are. It is what it is. So that was a weird way of getting rid of this rug. But it's annoying that I spent time hoovering it when that very evening it got rolled up ready for the trash. Couldn't write it.
So here I am, finally baby proofing somewhat this place. Like, Makai's been crawling for a good while now, and he loves what do you call it? Cruising. where the babies kind of stand up and they hold on to something and kind of walk around wherever they need to get to go to. And he's been doing that for a long time, and he loves this table for cruising. And he gives me a mini heart attack every single time he stands up or comes down from this table because of these corners. So I'm finally getting around to putting some rubber corner protectors just to make sure he doesn't clonk his head on them. Um, but these are the kind of things that I've been putting off because my house has been a mess. And obviously, I'm not going to put these rubber things on a dirty table. And I clean this table within 10 minutes. It's disgusting again. So, yeah, finally got around to doing that. Look at me go, guys. Have you ever seen it from me? This door needed attention as well. The glass has got like spit bubbles on it and fingerprints from the kids and yeah, just nasty handles covered in chocolate. But like I said before, I go quite in depth with this room, and then I think it tails off a bit. But here we are, just showing you that's where I'm leaving it. Those flowers that are on my sideboard, they're actually for my niece's floral arrangements. So I'm basically doing her a some lettering um, as part of my sort of side hustle. I think I've told you I do sort of like balloon artistry and stuff, but I'm also venturing into other areas, i.e., funeral lettering. I can actually show you. Let me insert a picture here 1 second. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. She likes to be called. She likes to be called Ree. Her name's Rihanna, but we as a family we call her Nana. We always have done since she was a baby. So I've done the lettering Ree, and I'm going to do the lettering Nana. Um, Probably not this weekend. Maybe the weekend after. Um, I could actually film me doing it, to be honest. If that's something that people would like to see, happy to film that. In case somebody wanted to have a crack at doing it themselves, it's really quite easy, especially if you're quite creative anyway. Um, but yeah, that's why those flowers were on the sideboard because I bought some extra ones to finish off um, the lettering. But I don't really want to bring them upstairs because I like to do the lettering downstairs. So the letters that Ree is in the loft, and I don't really want to bring those flowers, sorry, into the loft. Oh, I actually slowed this down for you because I wanted to show you how disgusting this handrail is. I thought it needed painting again because it was looking all grotty and horrible. No, just wipe it down with a soapy cloth and the marks are just coming right off. Well, aside from that one, the dirt and the marks are just coming right off and it looks like it's been repainted. Like, ew, look at this. This is the kind of squalor I've been living in. Forgive me and do not judge. We listen and we don't judge, guys. We listen and we don't judge. So 2 rooms down plus a hallway, and we finally made it upstairs to the kids' room. Now, how cute is this bedding, guys? I got this bedding. Basically, it's one of those quilts where it's coverless. So that is the print on the actual duvet, and so it doesn't take any stripping or anything like that. You just take the whole duvet and you put it in the washing machine, and then you dry it. And it has been a mental godsend. Like I hated stripping beds, especially the kids. I strip them all the time, quite regularly for sure, like Eden's, because she's still having a few accidents here and there. I'm stripping hers maybe twice a week. So it was doing my head in. So to have something that I can wash, dry, and put straight back on, that I'm not having to faff around with what quilt cover is available or we've run out or anything like that. It's honestly godsend. So I bought it in mind of Eden and thought, well, I may as well do the same for Jeremiah. So I got him one too. So hers is a squishmallow one because she loves squishmallows, and his is a space one, which is reversible. So it's yellow on the one side and black on the other side, or dark blue, something like that. And that's a Silent Night one. But it wasn't too pricey. I think the Squishmallow was on offer for about £20, and I got the Silent Night one for £35. See the yellow underneath, it's reversible. But yeah, I love them, and they're so plush and so comfortable. The kids love them too, so it's a win-win. Now, this is quite good for them. Like, it's not in too much of a state. I think one of my last videos I went into depth. I think around Christmas time it was, and I really like gutted this room and cleaned it properly, so it's not too bad. Um, they try and keep on top of it, and the kids, they're gonna get things out. They're gonna throw things on the ground, and I kind of keep asking them to put things away and put their laundry in the laundry basket. But that's the merry-go-round that we're at the moment. But anyway, it wasn't too bad. So it didn't really take me as long in there as I'd expected. I didn't actually dust in there on camera just because I forgot, but I do go back in the following day when I remember, oh, sugar, I didn't dust, and go and do that. But I do get things put away and hoover the floor. I do, however, do a light wipe down, anti-bac, of course. Why dust when you can anti-bac? In the baby's room, just because germs, and I'm obsessed with making sure there's no germs. I know I shouldn't be, and he needs to build his immune system, but let me live. I just need to do that for my peace of mind. So I do get an anti-bac wipe on this chest of drawers and on the handles of the wardrobe, and there's a little like lip um off the wardrobe that I wipe down too. Not because I needed anti-bac in, just because it was a bit dusty and I had the anti-bac wipe in my hand. Um, but yeah, just putting away some washing, feeling really chuffed about how much I'm getting done at this point. Um, and then end up clearing out some of this stuff at the bottom of his wardrobe that doesn't need to be in there. They're clothing that he can grow into. I think they're bits of Jeremiah's old clothing that I saved because, again, I'm a hoarder, and I got things from when Jeremiah was like a year and a half, too. So that goes to the top section of the wardrobe out the way because it's not immediately needed. And then this box that you see here that I'm leaning on, that's full of cloth nappies. I didn't really do the cloth thing with Mackay because I was just too overwhelmed with the amount of children that I have. I did it I was very into it with Eden, but with Mackay, I just didn't have it in me to add more laundry to my to do list. So I suppose I need to get them sold on Vinted or something. I've actually linked my Vinted in my channel description if you wanted to go check out anything that I've got on sale. But yeah, I'm pretty thorough in here too in terms of getting rid of rubbish and stuff dumped on this chest of drawers. I've just been dumping things over time and I'm sick of it. So we're addressing it. Yay, go me. Now that I'm watching this footage back, I did think about how I clean and sort of put things back in their rightful places, because there's a few methods out there of what people do, the touch it once. So, for example, if I'm in the dining room and I know that something that I found in the dining room belongs in one of the bedrooms, I would be picking it up and taking it into the bedroom where it belongs, and then coming back down and continuing what I'm doing. Now, that does not work for me because I get extremely distracted with all the mess that I'm passing. So I kind of move things from room to room. So, for example, if I'm in the dining room and I see something that belongs in the bedroom, I will put it on the stairs. So I'm not going the full way up but I'm putting it in a place so when I do go up, I'm then able to put it where it needs to go. So that might mean that I'm touching it more than once, twice, but it just saves me over time getting distracted and I become more efficient. Oh, this is the after result. See those shoes there? I was gifted those shoes. A friend of mine had a baby 6 months ago. 6 months ago, a baby that is 6 months older than Mackay, and she'd given me a load of like extra clothes and shoes and stuff. I don't know when Mackay's gonna be wearing them shoes. I don't put any shoes on him at all. I just think baby's toes and need to be free, and you know, until they're learning to walk properly. But he's not there yet, so we probably will be growing out of them, to be honest. But yeah, as I was saying, um, it makes me more efficient if I'm just moving it on room to room rather than the touch it once kind of method. But I guess it would be interesting to know what other people do. And of course, it's just what works for you. Whatever you need to do to get the job done, do it. There's more than one way to skin a cat at the end of the day, and it's what you're comfortable with and what you can remain consistent with. So that's sort of my method. It might seem looking at the video that I don't really have a method. I just kind of move things from here to there, bag to bag, place to place, and there's no method to the madness. But I promise you there is. Right, folks, we are on the home stretch, and I'm quite feeling quite good at this point. Like to see the difference in what I've made is just remarkable. Again, because it was a right mess. Things that I've been putting off for ages, like this vanity desk, are getting addressed, and I'm loving that for me.
Anywho, I've been talking your ear off for 32 minutes now. So I'm going to probably pop a little song on and then I'll come back and say my goodbyes to you because we are nearly done. look at that, perfect timing. I've just finished. I'm ready to show you the afters. Look at that. Now this rug, as I said before, no longer sits in my dining room. It is ready for the trash, so it's looking quite bare in there, so I might take you rug shopping with me. But yes, this is the dining room. I've got that laundry to put away. And these in the hallway, these bags are full of clothes for donations, ready to rehome to somebody that might need them. We go up to the first floor of the house, like I live in a mansion, go upstairs and see that the baby's room is nice and clean and tidy, including the chest of drawers. And I put some more shoes away into the wardrobe. There's actually no shoes there now, so that's another win. My bedroom, these are just bits and bobs on the bed that I needed to find homes for, which I did. But that was the current state of that. And as we move into the kids' bedroom, already there's stuff on the floor. But I'm not complaining. You see my daughter in there playing. That's what they do. It's a lived-in house. It's a lived-in space. So yeah, as long as she puts things away when she's finished, happy with that. And just showing you my bathroom for evidence that it is clean and tidy. As ever, thank you so much for rocking with me. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.